Morning, guys. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training and Big Boy. I wanted to have a little bit of a yak session this morning in regards to a couple things. Good. Now, if I can keep him settled down. Yep. Good. All right. Up. Good. Get him into his pattern. Couche. Good. So, over the years, being a professional, what I do, there's many a times that I'll have a dog that I'll get attached to and I'm working or I sell, and I call it seller's remorse, Dutch was a good example of that. I raised Dutch from a puppy and imprinted him and did a lot of bite work and did all the fundamental baseboard work all the way up till he was probably a good 15 months of age before he sold to a gentleman in the Bay Area that ended up being somewhat well-to-do. He owned a few restaurants, but he liked to have dogs as a hobbyist. He was a heavy hobbyist, and he would almost like collecting baseball cards. He would play with the dog for a while, and then he was a busy guy. He had 3 different restaurants in the Bay Area, so he would end up playing with those dogs, and then he would a lot of times would donate them to the cop shops in the Bay Area, and that's how Dutch went on to be a police dog. He ended up flipping him and got him into a green dog school there in the Bay Area, and Dutch ended up going on to being a police dog in the Bay Area, which I'm very proud of, because everything is all about the imprint and what you give them when they're puppies and the strength that you build through your program. Genetics matter, don't get me wrong. So in my mind, everything is for sale. It doesn't matter what I've got. If you want it, if you are willing to pay the price for it, it's for sale. Sometimes people don't want to pay that price. An example of that was Buddy. Buddy's a hell of a dog. He's still in my kennel. He's a brother to Daisy. Well, come here, you. Come on. And Daisy is the mother of Jezzy, who I'm breeding now. And that's all out of my stock, out of Arrow and Rocks. And I wanted to lock those bloodlines in. So the gentleman that ended up getting Daisy on a flip, Daisy got imprinted by me. I built the dog with a lot of agility, a lot of work, people, places, things, all the stuff that I do. And he was supposed to go to a cop shop. She was supposed to go to a cop shop and work in law enforcement. And the gentleman ended up having a divorce or something happened. He ended up flipping the dog. And a breeder back in the Midwest, North Carolina, South Carolina, I'm not sure where, but he ended up getting the dog, became a friend of mine over the phone, and ended up having these bloodlines. He was really getting into the genetics of everything. I learned a lot from him in that regard, the KMPV bloodlines and everything. But he went back and started breeding the dog towards Boris, line breeding. And Jezzy has Boris on both sides, top and bottom. Excellent bloodlines. What's on paper matters. Good. So this litter that came out of this was Simba. Simba's a devil's son out of a Hans Peg Devil, which is now Randy Schweitzer dog in Ventura. And Devil's gone on to produce a lot of good stock. So good, very well-known bloodline, very well-known, and he's here in California in Ventura. Good. So this breeding was just excellent. I was very impressed with it, and I'm really surprised that the people that didn't snatch this dogs up, because they're very special. I'm starting to get some more interest now, but if you missed this litter and you really are into Dutch Shepherds and you really know your lineage, if you didn't contact me to check out what I had with all my BRN numbers and everything else, and really research your bloodlines and understand what I had, what I have on the ground, you're foolish. Definitely, you missed out. They're still here. There's a couple. I've got 2 males and then 3 females that are available right now. But this is a great example of what happens when you take the dog and build them and do what you need to do to produce product. Good. So he looks like he might be sold, and I didn't go out of my way to try to sell him. I was holding him back for myself to play with and to build like I did with Buddy. And but the customer come at me and they're willing to pay the price that I'm asking for him. So if they're willing to pay the price, then I'll go ahead, and then I get a good client and I'll work with her and get her going in the right direction with the dog. Good. And then keep working and developing the dog. And I've said it before, I don't know if you guys remember Dante the Badass. Dante was a dog that was out of my breeding. I'm trying to remember who we bred with that. It was a friend of mine. We bred, I think it was Arrow. Arrow and his bitch was a really hot bitch, and we had a litter. And then I had a customer come at me and do the same thing, wanted me to imprint the dog and do all the work in that regard. I think I had that dog for like 90 days and worked the dog and then handed him off to him. And then he was a traveling nurse went all over the country, and I fed him into some of the best trainers throughout the United States. He went to Carlos Ramirez in Florida, which is law enforcement type background, all over the place. He's been at some of the best trainers. John, I'm trying to think of John's business he had here, but John's up in the Chicago area, up in there now, doing search and rescue and doing real good with his business. Yes. And what he's into, which is search and rescue. Good, yes. So I fed the gentleman to some of the best trainers as he traveled across the country with his business, basically a traveling nurse, him and his wife in a big old motorhome, going from place to place, servicing clients. And a lot of times he would be in areas for 3-4 months at a time and then go on to the next spot. So every time he'd go, he would ask me who I knew in those areas, and I would do my R&D, and sometimes, a lot of times, I knew the people in those areas that I had contacted over the years. John was a good example of that. So that was Dante, and Dante was very impressive, and people get to see the dogs that I build and what I do with my dogs. I'm all about the genetics and the strength, right? And what I build matters. And so that dog impressed a lot of trainers as he touched people when he was doing his thing, right? That dog Dante could have ended up on the street as a police dog. And from what I understand, Carlos was very amazed at him. So if you're a trainer out there and you don't know what I produce and what I do, and you want to get a dog from me, all you got to do is realize that I'll sell anything. It doesn't matter. Yep. As long as the price is right and then I've got a client to work with, that's what matters to me. So it looks like she's going to come up this weekend, and she's in love with him from what she's seen on film. And if she likes him and she's willing to pay the price, I'll go ahead and sell him, and I'll probably get like 3 months worth of training out of him as well, which is what I want. I want to be able to develop the dog and make sure that I hand him out in the right condition, and then she can learn and grow, and she's going along with me handling the dog and keep up the program. Good. And we'll be off and running. So yesterday you saw me starting my agility. I've been doing it already planned, but that's the first day I filmed it. But I've got him jumping on little small things and getting his dexterity up, right? It's that all about that hand and eye coordination is what I call it. With a dog, it's not hand and eye, but it's the same thing. Depth perception. Dogs don't have a very good depth perception, if at all. But yep, and that's why you see me with in the past, I've had agility courses where I had benches, one bench here and the next bench there, and then I would change the depth. So one was wider than the other, right? So the dog would have to figure out that depth and not be able to just go from pattern-wise, just go the same length across, right? You want to change that. All kinds of little things that experience brings you in what you do. One of these days, I hope if I can stay out here long enough that I can get a agility field built out here and put it along the fence line on the corner over there, and get enough built out that I can have my own agility field here instead of having to go into town and use the park, which is, I've had plenty of other videos I've talked about it. As a kid, I didn't have an agility field, so I would cut it up, go to the park and figure out what I can use to build the dog with what's out there in the world, right? Good. All right, let me go ahead and, yep, good boy, good. Back in awareness. So, in a nutshell, it looks like Big Boy might be moving on to somebody else, and then he'll be still in my hands if all goes well, and I'll still be working him and developing him into being the finished product that we want, right? Good. Here we go. So we're working on it. Good, good. Nope, come on. Nope. Good, good. Come on. Come on. You got to learn to step this way too. He's got the other way wired because I put him into my leg, right? We go here, and this one's easy for him because I do more of it. Good, good. Yeah. So you'll still see him developing and going on with me working him, but he will be owned by somebody that's paying me for the services that I do, right? Good. I've got another male in the kennel that I might take out. I keep telling people he's shy, and that doesn't mean he's a bad dog and that I can't do what I need to do with him because the genetics is still there. He just didn't get the start that this guy did. Yeah, yes, but beautiful looking dog. He's got some really nice color. Good dog, good. Good. Crochet. Good. Aussie. Yes, good boy, good. There you go, Aussie. Good. I gotta keep helping him with the spatial pressure to get him to go. Couche. Good. Good. Good boy. So as I was talking to her yesterday on the phone, getting to know her, bottom line is that we need a lot of impulse control, a lot of understanding of time level, so we teach the customer how we do this. See how he laid his head down? He knows he's got to relax because he's not going to get it until he hears big boy. Yep, good boy. Okay, explosion release. Ties into that time level and teach the dog to wait. Good. Giving all my secrets away. Yeah, good. But that's what it's all about, guys. It's about, even though I tell you all these things and you can learn from me through the videos and all that, it doesn't mean that your skill level is going to be as good as mine. 30, 40 years gives me a little added advantage. And a lot of times people are smart enough to realize that they can't do it as well as me, so might as well pay me to do it, huh? Yeah. Good. All right, so that's pretty much it. Good boy. Let's do some healing. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good. Yes. Good boy. It's kind of like Oscar and Chris with these guys doing that high IGP or focused healing that they do. I don't do that much of that, and I'm not into it as much, so they get acquired skill because they're constantly working on that and then passing that on to other people that want to be able to do the same thing with their dog, right? Good. I want to get a prance. Good. We're good. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Let's do a loop back this way so maybe the camera can catch you over there. Yeah. Let's get that prance. Go, go, go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ha, ha. Good boy. Yay. Yeah, that was, huh? Good boy. Good. Good. Bobble J. Good. Nope. Nope. Good. Nope. Nope. So there it is right there. Him wanting to do it down is very natural because that's the next thing in the pattern, right? So now I've got to mix things up. Come here. Yes. What I did right there, whether you realize or not, I pinched. Good. Nope. Come here. Good boy. Good. There you go. Yes. Good. Nope. Nope. Come here. Come on. Yes. Good boy. Good. 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 Okay. Duration marker on that. So, nope. Hey, you little shit. Come here, you. Attention span. Want to go to the ground. We're going to work on that as he grows a little bit. He's got to get a little more maturity before I start putting a pinch collar on him. Yep, good boy, good. And then we're going to have a lot more distraction when we get into the park environment. You think he's putting his nose down here, wait until he experiences grass for the first time. All right? Even though, people don't think about that. The dog is all wired for his nose, sound, what he hears, sound, all these things that are coming, stimulations that are coming into his body are things that he's learning from. That's one of the reasons that we don't give a dog the word that we're trying to get him to do, a down, a sit, whatever we're trying to say to him. We don't add that in until the dog knows the behavior well enough that we feel he can handle it. And it's not a major deal. I could add in the word right away, doing it for years, but it's kind of an unsaid rule now that we add the word after we get the behavior that we want. Yes. Good. See if I can clock him when he's in a sit. Good. We know we got it in a down. Good. Hey, Bobble J. Nice command tone. A lot of it's body language and voice tone, right? Voice tone, yes, is everything. So to the prospective new buyer of Big Boy, keep in mind you want to listen to how I say things because you want to mimic my sounds as much as you can, because it'll make it easy. Now, he's going to get used to you as time goes along, but at the beginning, he's not going to hear those voice tones. He may not respond the same way because he's tuned into me. Yes. Good boy. Good. Yes. Good. Bobble J. Good. Good. Nope. Nope. Come here. Yes. Trying to tie into the clocking that we've been doing so much on the down position and now start doing it on the sit, right? Good. Pablo shape. Good. The same routine that we do in the down, I'm doing in the sit. Good. Good. And start emphasizing to him that I want the same thing. So you see, nope, nope. You see me doing that little body correction with my legs, bumping him back. Good. Yes. Good boy. Good. Yeah, you go. I think we're done, son. I think we're done. Good boy. You ready? Ready? Keywords. You ready? Ready? Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Yeah. It was good. Good boy. Good. All right. So now let's start working on that sit stay as regards to locking them in, using the down, using my duration marker and the good going back to the dog, right? Same way I built it in this down, I'll start emphasizing and mixing in a sit, right? Mix up, right? I won't do it always in the down anymore. I'll start kind of emphasizing the other. Good boy, good. Yeah. Lock into my leg. Good. Ouch, good boy, good. And now I can start adding a word here pretty quick. He does it pretty well on his own. When it dies, out. Yes, good boy, good. Yeah, good boy, good. Yeah. Game comes back alive on the second one. Now I'm always going to this way, so I gotta maybe, let's see if I can do this. Out. Out, yes, good boy, good, yeah, good boy, good, good. And I want to do it one more time on that side. Out, out, yes, good boy, good, yeah, good boy, good, yeah, in the drive and say yes and correlate it with that. That is the right answer. Yes is the same thing as a clicker, right? Good. Good boy, good. Out. Out. Yes, good boy, good. I'll figure that. I got to play with that a little bit. Make sure that he understands that the second ball is what he's going after and that the life is in the second ball, right? This one dies, the other one's alive, right? Good boy, good. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Out. Yes. Good boy. Get it. Go get it. Oh, go boy. Good. Good. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Out. Yes. Good boy. That was good. That was good. That was perfect. Good. Out. Yes. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Ah. Ha, ha, ha. Take it away. Take it away. Ha. Make him work for it. Make him. Oh, good boy. Ha. Good boy. Good. That's a boy. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that brother, son. You did good. Yes, you did. Oh, I got you. I got you. Silly boy. You did good. You did good. Kick it a little bit, little bonding, and then we're going to go and eat. Huh. We're going to go and eat. Oh, yeah, I got you. Nope, you stay with me. You stay with me. Good boy. You did good. All right, I got to go to the done since I've got it here. Good. All right. Good boy. Good. Hut, hut. All right, we're done. Hey, we're done. Good boy, done. You hungry? You hungry? Good boy. Show them your hands. Good. You done? Let's go eat. You ready? Let's go eat. Come on. Let's go. You hungry? Let's go. Talk to you guys later. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training and Big Boy.